It seems no day is complete without someone doing something that makes you facepalm yourself into the next century, and it seems this qualifies as that, as a rather high-profile Smite streamer has left developer Hi Rez after making some rather silly and controversial comments about suicide while playing the game. Now, this was done by none other than DM Brandon, otherwise known as Brandon Nance, who had nearly 80,000 followers and 6.5 million views on Twitch, and basically announced that he will be leaving the developer's casting team after he criticised a livestream donor who had attempted suicide. So, how did all this drama llama start? Well, the donor tipped DM Brandon $5 and sent him what I would call a rather touching message, which reads, quote, TLDR, I tried killing myself last August, discovered your videos once I was released, and Smite has become a positive outlet for me, thanks. Now can I just say, if it were me, or most people, and I got this message, my response would be to be touched and to be like, I'm so sorry you were in that darker place, but I'm glad to hear you're doing better. I'm glad I was able to help, thank you very much for your donation, and it would be something along those lines. However, DM Brand decided it would be cool to heavily criticise the person. And I'm going to quote him, just want to say, completely disagree with everything I'm about to say, just want to throw it out there. Quote, there are a lot of streamers out there that would appreciate that message. I'm just going to call you an asshole. It's a selfish, stupid thing to do. If you don't know my opinion about that, you can go find someone else to watch who's going to tell you killing yourself is okay. Go fuck yourself, kid. And then he proceeded to basically attack those who quote-unquote complain about depression, or as he very tactfully put it, quote, this constant ridiculous self-pity bullshit. And then he continued, quote, everyone has fucking depression and anxiousness, everyone has a hard fucking time waking up, and so a lot of us do it without putting the burden on a lot of other people. There is therapy, there are friends, and there are people to help you, and if you decide you are going to end your own life or let this ridiculous debilitating disease ruin your life because you don't know how to deal with it, well then fucking good. It's good we inspire you to be better people, but it's not like we don't have these same problems ourselves. When you say things like, I was going to kill myself, well, I don't want to fucking hear that. I don't want to fucking hear you're going to kill yourself. You're putting a burden on me I don't deserve. Now, for some reason, you want to hear these comments out straight from the mouth of DM Brand, and there is a video linked in the description below, a YouTube video where you can view this little weird rant for yourself. Now, surprising no one ever, people didn't exactly respond to his comments positively, and he was roundly criticised in numerous threads on the Smite subreddit and on various other social media platforms as well. And shortly after, DM Brand announced on Twitter that he will be leaving Hi Rez and not be streaming Smite anymore. He said that Hi Rez shouldn't be blamed for his actions, and he admitted his comments on suicide were a quote-unquote mistake. He didn't quite get close enough to apologising. And he said, quote, as for yesterday, I couldn't believe what I said, because I didn't mean it, and I certainly did not mean for it to come out as I did. I couldn't understand how I fucked up so badly. The stress levels of trying to juggle this lifestyle while keeping up appearances at events and everything on top got to the point where I was actually fucking up what I meant to say. But please don't point your hate at others for my mistake. And then, for any of you wondering what he's going to do with the rest of his year, he'll be focusing on streaming and charity work for the rest of it. And yes, before you ask, there has been a response from Hi Rez, or more properly from Hi Rez President Stuart Chisholm, and he said, quote, at Hi Rez we care about our community deeply and we take topics like suicide, depression and mental illness not lightly. All our employees are free in their opinions, and when people don't respect the values we stand for as a company, we treat it seriously. If any good comes from this episode, we hope it shines a light on mental illness issues and the need for broader education, support and open conversation about how devastating illnesses are perceived and discussed in our society. All of us have important people in our lives that have been touched by mental illness. How we talk about these diseases is important. And Hi Rez, following this little outburst that DM Brand made a contribution to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And well, because I'm not like this person, I used to suffer from depression when I was a teenager, and of course I've had friends and family who suffer from it as well. I'm going to round up this video in the best way possible by giving some information for anyone watching this who might be affected as well. If you're in the UK, you can call the Rethink Advice and Info Service on 0300 5000 927, as well as the Depression Alliance charity. And naturally the Samaritans as well. In Australia there is Beyond Blue at 1300 22 46 36, and in the US there is the Crisis Call Centre at 1-800 273 8255. And if perhaps you don't want to talk to someone on the phone, as of course that can be hard for some people, especially when something so sensitive as this, there is 7cupsoftea.com, which is an anonymous chat service. And of course there's always your neighbourhood friendly subreddits as well, assuming you remember. To be honest, I am seriously puzzled as to why Brandon reacted like this was some sort of insult to him. As I said, I think myself and most other people in this position would be flattered and obviously sad that this person was ever in that position, but I would be flattered to know that my work had helped someone from such a dark place. I would be like, you know, oh my god, I would be upset that they were that depressed, but at the same time flattered that I helped them and be very grateful for their donation. And to be honest, I would probably take that $5 and donate it again to some sort of suicide prevention or depression charity or something. But that's just me. I can't help but be appalled by what he had to say, and to be honest, I'm glad that he decided to quit, because yeah, that's not cool. That is not cool. You know me, guys, I very rarely speak up about these kind of issues, and it very rarely gets so personal with you, but this just made me angry in a way that I can't even describe as someone who used to, and still struggles with depression sometimes. So yeah, that was that fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if that's really the right word, but thanks for watching anyway. I'll see you next time.